tension rising. It's semifinal Sunday in Ozark, Missouri. This is U.S. Baseball Park, the home of the Grip and Rip Baseball League, the premier men's amateur baseball league in the heart of America. 4 teams enter today's games. Only 2 will win and advance to play for the coveted Howard Bell Trophy 1 week from today. First up, it's the Springfield Metropolitans taking on the #1 overall seed in the Grip and Rip Baseball League playoffs, the Nixa Suckers. Later today at 3, the Republic Locos take on their divisional rivals in the north, the Moon City Mavericks. It's a shame somebody will meet the end of the season today, but for those who make it on, they will play for the coveted Howard Bell Trophy and a champagne shower that just can't be beat. There's truly nothing like that moment of total victory here in the Grip and Rip Baseball League. Well, hello once again, everybody. I'm Rance, and we welcome you into this high noon showdown between the Springfield Metropolitans and the Nixa Suckers. We've got a good one on tap, but they're all good in the playoffs. That goes without saying. We're expecting a lot of offense in this one. It has all the makings of a good back and forth, a lot of good hits, and perhaps some key runs in key moments as the action unfolds. All that said, we're going to talk a lot about offense, but we do have a pretty good pitching matchup on tap, all things considered. It'll be Chris Matlock getting the ball for the Springfield Metropolitans against Josh Engler for the Nixa Suckers. Numbers on Engler, today's starter. Suckers have been off. They were idle last week by way of winning the GRBL South and attaining a first-round bye. So Engler comes into today's game, 23 innings pitched on the season. He's allowed 14 earned runs on 29 hits, struck out 14 and walked 6. It's a 5.48 ERA on the season for Josh. Coming into the season, Engler was coming off of a year in which he held the ZRA down at 2.12. We have seen Engler's offense go up. We've seen him used more in the field, so he's taking on the identity of more of a two-way player rather than a pitching specialist. The ERA has not been what he wants, but when Engler is on, Engler is very good. Matter of fact, he's the single-game record holder in this league for strikeouts. He had 13 of them across 5 innings back in 2021. He's also the single-season record holder for strikeouts with 73. That was, again, in 2021 as a member of the Republic Locos. So Engler has been in the league since 2020. 3 out of his 4 seasons have been with the Nixa Suckers. He's got a long history with his catcher and manager, Courtney Spitz. It shapes up to say everything Josh Engler has done up to now has prepared him for this moment. It will undoubtedly be the biggest game of his career in his mind, because for the first time in his Grip and Rip career, he's got the chance to play and advance to the finals. Springfield Metropolitans won the GRBL championship in 2022. Some of the members of this roster were on that club. Others are new. That's something you look forward to every year in the GRBL, is that nothing is ever sure with rosters. Everyone pretty much goes into the draft every off season. There's no such thing as a long-term deal here, and so there's a lot of changeover with the rosters every season. Players get new teammates, say goodbye to old friends, and make some new ones every single year. That's what is just part of the GRBL experience and part of what makes it great. So Chris Matlock broke into the league in 2017. That was the year's 2nd season of existence. He didn't play in 2018, but came back in 2019. That's when he won a GRBL championship as a member of the Henry's Towing High Rollers. He's bounced around a little bit since then, and this is actually his 2nd stint with the Springfield Mets. He's been very good, albeit not without facing some adversity along the way. So 28 innings pitched this season for Chris Matlock, 14 earned runs on 40 hits. He struck out 20, walked 7, which is uncharacteristically high, and he's hit 6 batters. Sometimes that just happens when the slider does not hook up correctly. So it's a 4.50 ERA for Chris Matlock coming into today's game. He is also still less than a month out from undergoing surgery. He had an emergency appendectomy That was unplanned. Missed a week, came back and pitched a week ago against the Branson Showmen in the Eliminators. Or check that, he pitched against the Ozark Mountain Ducks week 7, I should say. Threw 5 innings and gave up 2 earned runs that day. He did pitch against Branson again last week in the Eliminators, so this will be his 3rd appearance since losing his appendix. And it's honestly pretty miraculous that he's been able to come out here and play as effectively as he has. Keep your eye on Matlock as well, because he's been hitting, and he has stepped it up to play 2 ways. We expect he will see some time on the infield as a 3rd baseman before his day is done, but he's 6 for 17 at the dish with a double and has more often than not put the ball into play. So Chris Matlock and Josh Engler, your starting pitchers. It's a fight between 2 wily veteran right-handers, 2 different pitchers, but 2 men whose stories are similar in spots. Let's meet the full starting lineups for both clubs. Springfield Metropolitans will be the visitors on the board today in their blue jerseys with blue caps, orange numerals with white pants. They will lead off with their center fielder, the Hall of Famer from Ozark, Missouri, number 2, Skylar Carter. Batting second is the 2-time Grip and Rip Baseball League MVP. Starting at shortstop, he threw 112 pitches in 5 innings last week. See how that bleeds over here into this semifinal. That's number 8, Clay Murphy. Batting third is the man who has been hitting red hot in clutch situations all season long for the Mets. He's the right fielder, number 7, Harrison Waters. Batting fourth is the first baseman, the rookie out of Sedalia, Missouri, Tyler Rusk. Batting fifth is the extra hitter and the Springfield Metropolitans manager, number 16, Brock Chaffin. In the 6th spot is the third baseman, number 9, Mark Blem. In the 7th spot is the left fielder. He's number 6, Jarrett Brashler. Batting 8th, the catcher, number 17. He's been in the Grip and Rip Baseball League since it started in 2016, Michael Easter. In the 9th spot is the second baseman, Ben Hammett. And batting 10th, hitting for himself, we mentioned 6 hits and 17 ABs. That is the right-hander out of the University of Central Missouri, Chris Matlock. So it's Carter, Murphy, Waters, Rusk, Chaffin, Blem, Brashler, Easter, Hammett, and Matlock for the Springfield Mets. Nixa Suckers will lead off with their first baseman out of Branson, Missouri. He now lives in Cabot, Arkansas. That's number 11, Hayden Gibson. Batting at second, entering today with 49 base hits in his Grip and Rip Baseball League career. The second baseman, number 1, Tyler Jones. Batting third is the pitcher, number 13, Josh Engler. Batting fourth, the Nixa Suckers player manager and catcher, number 6, Courtney Spitz. Batting fifth, the rookie from Florida, Puerto Rico, numero 4, Dabisai Pizarro. Batting sixth, the right fielder, another rookie from Kansas City, Missouri, number 2, Ben Wade. In the 7th spot is the center fielder, number 8, Ryan Cram. Batting 8th is the extra hitter, number 7, Adam Barton. In the 9th spot is the left fielder. He wears number 5. That's Brock Faulkner. And in the 10th spot is the third baseman from Billings, Missouri, number 14, Wyatt Gold. So Gibson, Jones, Engler, Spitz, Pizarro, Wade, Cram, Barton, Faulkner, and Gold. The lineup that will try to get the Nixa Suckers into the Howard Bell Trophy Championship game for the very first time in franchise history. We will step aside, come back, and bring you the first pitch. It is right after this. Don't go anywhere. It is Grip and Rip Baseball Semi-Final Sunday.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away.
Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
Redline Athletics is the Ozarks' #1 youth sports performance training center. Redline uses the latest in technology, equipment, and techniques to help kids ages 8 to 18 prepare for competition in all sports, with our #1 goal to make them a better athlete first. Redline Athletics now offers team training. Bring your full squad in for workouts with our professional staff and boost their speed, strength, agility, and skills. Train like a pro at Redline Athletics, located in Southeast Springfield, just off James River Freeway in South Glenstone.
Josh Engler on the mound for the Nixa Suckers, his battery mate, also his manager, Courtney Spitz. 6 times he has been to the GRBL semifinals. He has never been to a championship game. Donald Price is the plate umpire for this one. Todd King is on the bases. Both of these umpires from the Mid-America Umpires Union, and both very experienced here in the Grip and Rip Baseball League. So good umpires for today's playoff set. Skylar Carter steps in for the Metropolitans. Engler's first pitch away at 12:05 p.m. That ball skied into left field. Faulkner slid and dove, couldn't come up with the ball, and so Carter is going to take second base. That will be chalked up as an error charged to the Suckers straight away. Gabe Terry, our official scorer here in the Grip and Rip Baseball League, as he has been all season long. So here's Clay Murphy batting with nobody out and a man in scoring position. Business picking up straight away for the Springfield Metropolitans in a game where we expect a lot of offense. Murphy 9 for 28 with 3 RBIs this season for the Mets. That ball ejected from the glove of the third baseman Wyatt Gold. He slaps it in frustration. Another error on the board, so that is 2 balls in play and 2 errors by the Fish to start this semifinal. And that's always the risk you run. You know, you play your tail off all season long to try to win your division, as the Nixa Suckers have done. That first round bye is nice. You get to rest up, but it's also a lot of time to accumulate some jitters and some tensions. And right now, this Nixa Suckers team looks tense. So nobody out and 2 on. The batter is Harrison Waters for the Mets. Pitch got away from the catcher Spitz, allowing both men on the base paths to move up. It's now 2 in scoring position for the Mets. So Harrison Waters, 13 for 31 with 12 runs batted in this season. A home run, 2 triples, 4 doubles. He has struck out twice and walked once. Looked at ball 2 outside. 2-0. First base unoccupied. Engler takes a deep breath, rocks, and deals. That's out. They are working away to Waters. 3 balls, no strikes. Carter, the runner at third. Murphy takes a big lead from second. Engler comes back over. Waters grounds this one right side. The second baseman, Jones came up with it. Waters is out at first, and a run comes across. It is 1-0 Mets. So an RBI for Harrison Waters. That is his 13th of the season. Tyler Rusk, 11 for 27 with 9 RBIs, hit a home run a week ago, his first. Told me that was the first home run he had hit since he was a high schooler. Got out of here in a hurry. It was an absolute dart line drive. The 0-1 to Rusk, blocked in the dirt. So runner at third is Murphy with 1 gone. Ground ball to the right side would probably make it 2-0 Mets if Rusk can manage. 1-1 pitch, swung on and chopped, foul off the net. Engler got the ball back, took a moment to inspect it there. Comes back, Rusk hit that one over the middle. My goodness, the English on that was interesting. Took a very funky bounce as it got back to Josh Engler. He then looked down the runner Murphy and got the throw over to first in time for the out. So 2 gone, and it brings up Brock Chaffin. Worth noting, this is going to be most certainly the coldest weather that these players have played in all season long to date. It was about 80 degrees a week ago for the Eliminators. Right now it is 54 degrees in Ozark, Missouri, mostly cloudy skies. And winds are out of the north today as fast as 13 miles per hour. Most certainly putting a fall chill in the air, that autumn wind that just hasn't been here all season long. Of course, most of these players were college baseball players who should be very, very accustomed to playing ball and performing well in colder conditions than this. The 0-2 to Chaffin is down. It's 1-2. But for a lot of GRBL players, it's been a while since they've played in weather this cool. It's just a little bit harder to get warmed up and going sometimes. Chaffin chops this one over the pitcher's head. Back in the hole is Jones. His throw will not get there in time, and Murphy comes across. 2-0 for the Mets. It'll be an infield single and an RBI for Chaffin. But more importantly, he will relish the 2-run advantage his Mets have put up here in the top of the first. Batter's going to be Mark Blem, 7 for 27 for the campaign, a double and 6 RBIs. He has struck out 4 times. Also been hit 3 times and walked once. Looked at strike 1 there from Josh Engler. Mark, an automotive tool manufacturer, lifts this one in the air to left. Back and looping goes Faulkner. He tracks it down and makes the catch. That's the 3rd out, and the inning is done. But the Springfield Mets absolutely strike first. A couple of errors set the stage for Harrison Waters to pick up his 13th RBI of the season. And then an infield single off the bat of Brock Chaffin was enough to plate another run. So it is 2-0. Springfield Metropolitans lead the Nixa Suckers. We're just getting started with GRBL semi-final Sunday.
You know the meaning of dedication. The early mornings and the late nights spent pursuing your dream. The commitment and passion to turn those dreams into reality. That spirit of dedication is why Central Bank is always there, working behind the scenes, helping you navigate those twists and turns in your journey with solutions that are tailored to meet your business needs. Central Bank. We do business better.
Support local, give local. We hear it all the time, and when it comes to blood donation, there's an easy way to make sure your gift is being used in your community. Donors with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks provide every drop of blood, platelets, and convalescent plasma to patients in over 40 area hospitals. How do I know why that's important? Because my youngest daughter, Jocelina, is alive today thanks to local blood donors. Find out how you can help at cbco.org. Local donors, local patients. That's the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks difference.
Chris Matlock has the ball for the Springfield Metropolitans. Gave up 4 runs in 3 innings over the course of his last start. But it was Wolf Lake, Illinois' Clay Murphy who came on and shut the door, allowing the Mets to survive and advance, victorious 8-4 over the Branson Showmen in the eliminators. 2-0 is the score for the moment as the Mets put up 2 runs in the top of the first. Nixa with its first chance to go on the attack. Hayden Gibson stands in, 5 for 21 for the season. He has walked 5 times and been hit 4 times. So the on-base percentage very healthy, .466 for the 2020 Rookie of the Year. Matlock threw him a slider. Gibson swung over the top. Down here, 0-2. Matlock came back over the plate, missed low. Ball 1. Gibson, a quick and athletic table setter. Looked at that one up and out. Had a great rookie campaign with Nixa in 2020. Was 11 for 25 at the plate that year. Helped him secure Rookie of the Year honors. Matlock, the veteran, got the best of him there. It's a strikeout. Chris's first on the day. 1 gone, and it brings up Tyler Jones. So the veteran out of University City, Missouri, has been in the GRBL since 2016. In 7 seasons, he has been to the GRBL Championship Finals 6 times. Won the Howard Bell Trophy 3 of them. This is popped into shallow left. Over to get that and make the catch is Jared Brashler, another Season 1 original. Gets the second out. So 2 gone. Josh Engler will bat. Veteran ball player out of Mount Vernon, Missouri, who finished out his college career at Missouri Southern State University. 11 for 24 for the campaign, a triple, 8 RBIs. Walked 3 times and struck out 3 times. Looked at strike 1 on the inner half. Had 12 hits back in 2021, which was his best season to date offensively. On pace to usurp that here. Not this time. It's a 2-hopper to the shortstop Murphy, who guns it across the diamond to the first baseman Tyler Rusk for the 3rd out. So 3 up and 3 down. Chris Matlock and the Springfield Metropolitans end the first inning with a 2-0 lead over the Nixa Suckers. Back with more right after this. We'll say a big thank you to the presenting sponsor of live streaming baseball here on the Grip and Rip Baseball League YouTube channel. That is Central Bank of the Ozarks. Strong roots, endless possibilities.
You know the meaning of dedication. The early mornings and the late nights spent pursuing your dream. The commitment and passion to turn those dreams into reality. That spirit of dedication is why Central Bank is always there, working behind the scenes, helping you navigate those twists and turns in your journey with solutions that are tailored to meet your business needs. Central Bank. We do business better.
When Gary and Sandra Henry started Henry's Towing nearly 5 decades ago, customers knew that Henry would be the guy coming to help. People would call and ask to let Henry do it. And as Springfield has grown, our family has grown as well, so there's always someone around to come help you out. Everyone at Henry's is a member of the family, fully trained and as dependable as the original. With a family this size, help is always right around the corner. So if you find yourself in need of roadside assistance, remember to call the name you've grown to know and trust. Remember to let Henry do it!
Do you ever wake up and feel like you're already out of energy? I haven't felt that way since I started doing yoga. You do yoga? Every morning. Best change I've ever made.
Try our community classes for only $8.
Sumit's hot yoga. You are gonna feel awesome!
Rance Burger back with you live at U.S. Baseball Park. Springfield Metropolitans come to the dish in the top of the 2nd inning, leading 2-0. Josh Engler's first pitch to Jared Brashler up the middle. Tyler Jones, the second baseman with it, had to hurry the throw. Not in time. Brashler reaches safely. An infield single for the Mets left fielder starts off the 2nd inning. Much the way the Mets enjoyed the first, playing a bit of small ball, capitalizing on some mistakes, but ultimately walking away with a 2-0 lead after 1. Michael Easter comes to dish here. He is the Metropolitans catcher, batting in the 8th spot. Grounder to the shortstop Pizarro, to Jones, to Gibson. It is a 6-4-3 double play. All set up by the slick fielding of the rookie from Florida, Puerto Rico, Decisive Pizarro. One of those guys you hope will stick around and play in the GRBL for a long time. A lot of fun to watch, and a very capable ball player, as you see, with double plays like that. So sheets are clean for the second baseman, Ben Hammett. First pitch he saw was wild to the screen, but no harm done with nobody on. Hammett 3 for 21 for the season. Back in the hole to the shortstop Pizarro, off his back foot. Got it there in time. Decisive Pizarro having himself a very good top of the 2nd. So Josh Engler rebounds, faces the minimum, and he keeps the score as it was, 2-0 for the Springfield Metropolitans.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away.
Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
Support local, give local. We hear it all the time, and when it comes to blood donation, there's an easy way to make sure your gift is being used in your community. Donors with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks provide every drop of blood, platelets, and convalescent plasma to patients in over 40 area hospitals. How do I know why that's important? Because my youngest daughter, Jocelina, is alive today thanks to local blood donors. Find out how you can help at cbco.org. Local donors, local patients. That's the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks difference.
Back to work after a brief period of rest for the Springfield Metropolitans, who went down in order, albeit with a double play thrown into the blend. In the top of the second, they lead 2-0. It'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Fish: Courtney Spitz, Dabi Sai Pizarro, Ben Wade. Courtney Spitz, Springfield, Missouri native, now resides in Nixa. Coaches at Springfield Catholic High School, where he leads the baseball team. Been to back-to-back state finals. Looked at a strike called outside, and that has got Spitz so agitated he's going to step out. A rare 0-1 step out for the veteran Courtney Spitz. That was outside, 1-1. Spitz 7 for 24, 5 runs batted in. He has walked 7 times, so a very patient hitter with a good eye for the zone. Coming off of his best season ever individually in 2022, where he was 14 for 29, batted in 12 runs, had 1 home run and 2 inside the park home runs. That pitch is outside. Matlock continuing to go away, away, away to the Suckers cleanup hitter. Here comes a 3-1. That was over the plate enough for Spitz to take it the other way, but not to challenge or test the left fielder for the Mets, Jared Brashler. He hauls that in and gets the out. So here's the exciting rookie out of Park University, Dabi Sai Pizarro. Hit .298 as a college athlete at Park. It was an average that climbed continuously throughout his 4 seasons there, including a senior year that was cut short by injury. He only played 7 games in his final year of college baseball. So Dabi Sai Pizarro enters today's game 5 for 24 in the GRBL. 2 of his 5 hits are triples. 0-1. They attack Pizarro at the letters for strike 2. It is 0-2. Matlock going outside. Pizarro lays off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fielders pretty well playing Pizarro straight away. They are guarding the lines on the corners, both Mark Blem, the third baseman, and Tyler Rusk, the first baseman, but the remaining fielders for the Mets straight away and deep. 2-2 pitch. That was on the inner half. Pizarro pulled it, and that is way up there. Brashler running over an adjustment at the last minute with those 13-mile-per-hour north winds, but he hauls it in. It's been a busy day for Jared Brashler so far. Brashler has hauled in 3 catches already out there in left. So 2 outs, going to bring up Ben Wade, the 22-year-old rookie out of St. Pius X High School in Kansas City. Just finished out at Missouri State University this past spring. Was there for academic reasons, however, but settled down and found employment in Springfield and found baseball here. This is way high into center, and it's going to get down, and then there's no one at second base. Then the throw goes behind the pitcher, Chris Matlock, who is covering the bag. Just all sorts of discombobulation by the Mets following a bloop base hit for Ben Wade, and the rookie continues to hit well. That is now 14 hits for Ben Wade in 8 games. Just right into dead center in the tricky triangle. Skylar Carter, former Gold Glove Award winner, couldn't get in time, and the middle infielders ranged back, couldn't do it either. Clay Murphy from his knees, the throw not there. Ryan Cram with an infield base hit. Murphy frustrated, slow to get up, and now the Mets are going to check on their thoroughbred racehorse before this continues. It'll be first and third for the Suckers when we resume. Murphy says he's all right, shaking it off. But what an opportunity for Nixa, trailing by 2. They have a game-tying run at first. They've got a runner on third in Ben Wade, and Adam Barton out of Hillcrest High School strides up. 6 for 14 is Barton. He's also walked 3 times, batted in 4, and Barton has shown very early and often in his career that he can put the baseball into play. That's what the Suckers need here. First and third with 2 outs. Runner takes off. Barton chops it up the middle to the shortstop. Murphy will fire to first. That is in time, and the Mets gave up a couple of hits, but ultimately neutralized the threat. Stranding a runner in scoring position. Springfield leads Nixa 2-0. We head to the 3rd inning right after this.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
So with a 2-0 lead, Springfield Metropolitans pitcher Chris Matlock has an opportunity to help his cause. He bats in the 10 spot here in inning number 3. Both of these teams opting for 10-man batting orders today. That is allowed in the GRBL, a league where teams are offered the opportunity to make use of the extra hitter. Both teams electing to do so today. DH is also in play, but Chris Matlock hits for himself, and for good reason. 6 for 17 this season with a double, coming off of a 7 for 14 performance at the Dish a season ago. So yes, Chris Matlock hits, and it's not been a fluke. He's ahead in the count here, 3-0. Engler came back with a get-me-over slider for strike 1. Early mistakes, the difference so far in this one. The Suckers have committed 2 errors on the first 2 plays of the game, and that led to 2 runs going on the board off of a couple of hits, off of 1 hit rather, in the top of the first. So Matlock draws the base on balls. Back to the top of the order go the Metropolitans, and Skylar Carter will bat. Mets will also courtesy run for their pitcher Matlock, so infielder Jerry Kelly has come off the bench to run. He takes a 3-step lead from first, and Josh Engler starts Skylar Carter off with a slider for a ball in the dirt. Carter 7 for 22. Swings and sends this one the opposite way. Gold, the third baseman, up with it, and the throw got into the outfield. Kelly dug in. Oh, and they punched him out at third. What a hustle play. Ben Wade got the ball to the third baseman, Wyatt Gold, who made up for his mistake and applied the tag. Metropolitans make the first out at third base. will be scored. Gotta make sure I do that right. E5, and then a 9-5 putout. Clay Murphy steps in. Reached on an error last time. That's up the middle to Engler. He's thinking double play. That throw did not end up in the shortstop's mitt. Pizarro couldn't hang on as Engler put one up above his head. Another error for the Suckers. That is their fourth. And it's really starting to get out of hand for what is apparently a very, very nervous group of Nixa Suckers. 9 rookies on the roster, but even the veterans seem to be having trouble with the size of the moment here today. So Harrison Waters bats first and third, 1 gone. He's already got 1 RBI today. This is up the middle to the shortstop. Pizarro to Jones. Fires to Gibson, no. And the run will come across. Mistakes absolutely plaguing Nixa, now trailing 3-0. And it doesn't get any easier in this part of the order either. Tyler Rusk, one of the most dangerous hitters in what is a very dangerous lineup up and down. Swings and trickles this one right side. Jones up with it, had to power feed it, and that brought Gibson off the bag, so Rusk will reach safely. Just one calamity after another, though that not charged as an error to Tyler Jones. It's an infield single. Tough play, but makeable, you had to feel. So runners on first and second for the Mets. Brock Chaffin stands in. 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI. So 10 for 22 for the campaign. Fastball, low ball 1. Engler pats his chest, indicating his mistake on the pitch. Engler checks the runner briefly, then came back at Chaffin with a 2-seam fastball, swung and missed. 1-1. So 4 errors on the board for Nixa in these first 3 innings, and the top of the third not done yet. Engler misses outside. 2 balls and a strike for Chaffin. Missouri State University graduate, was an All-American at Longview Community College in the junior college ranks. Pulls that one sharply. Suckers begging off that was a foul ball as it ended up in the bullpen in right field. Mets litigating it a little bit here. But Chaffin slowly retreating back toward the home plate circle. Mets arguing that could have been a ground rule double. So 2 strikes for Chaffin. Engler sets and deals. That is outside. And the count is full, so 3 balls, 2 strikes for Chaffin. Now time is called. Now he's back in. So 2 men on, 2 outs. 3-2 payoff pitch. Engler deals, overthrew it, and walked him. So that loads him up with 2 gone for Mark Blem. Brock Chaffin takes his 4th walk of the season. So here is Blem. The family name, tremendous in the world of paintless dent repair. They ship Blem tools all over the world from Little Morrisville, Missouri. Blem looked at strike 1. So he's hitting .250 for the season. Slider, no. Blim left the bat on the shoulder. So Mark Blim with one more hit could chalk this one up at least on par with what was his best season ever, 2021, as a member of the Ozark Mountain Ducks. Played with Austin Kendrick's Mountain Ducks for 3 seasons and found himself on the Mets here in 2023. Ball bounced, and a little bit of a lucky break for Nixa for the first time in a long time. It caromed off of the catcher Courtney Spitz's shin guard back in front of home plate. In a spot where the runner on third, Harrison Waters, was not going to have an intelligent opportunity to go for home. That fastball missed, and it is 3-2 to Mark Blim. So another payoff pitch coming up here in an inning where Josh Engler probably feels like he should be in the dugout by now. Full house with the bases loaded. Slider swung on. Back into left field it goes. Now running in is Faulkner. A little favorable gust perhaps, but he made the catch and gets Nixa out of the inning. The Mets chalk another run across, taking advantage of back-to-back errors once again, and a fielder's choice. It is 3-0. The Springfield Metropolitans lead the Nixa Suckers, who will try to answer after this.
Redline Athletics is the Ozark's #1 youth sports performance training center. Redline uses the latest in technology, equipment, and techniques to help kids ages 8 to 18 prepare for competition in all sports, with our #1 goal to make them a better athlete first. Redline Athletics now offers team training. Bring your full squad in for workouts with our professional staff and boost their speed, strength, agility, and skills. Train like a pro at Redline Athletics, located in Southeast Springfield, just off James River Freeway in South Glenstone.
You know the meaning of dedication. The early mornings and the late nights spent pursuing your dream. The commitment and passion to turn those dreams into reality. That spirit of dedication is why Central Bank is always there, working behind the scenes, helping you navigate those twists and turns in your journey with solutions that are tailored to meet your business needs. Central Bank. We do business better.
3-0 is the score. Springfield Metropolitans ahead of the Nixa Suckers. Bottom of the 3rd inning of this Grip and Rip Baseball League playoff semifinal. The winner will advance to compete for the Howard Bell Trophy and the league championship next Sunday, a 5:15 p.m. first pitch here in the Central Time Zone. Sunday, October 22nd. If you can't be here on the YouTube channel. 0-1 to Brock Faulkner. Weighted back on the slider, lifts it into left, but Jared Brashler continues to have himself a day. That is now 4 catches for outs for the Springfield Mets left fielder. He has been active, but he has answered the bell each time. Bring up the number 10 hitter, Wyatt Gold. Billings, Missouri native. Just a ways down Highway 14 from here. Wyatt went to Mineral Area College upon completing his high school career with the Billings Wildcats. Took a big hack at a slider for strike 2. It's 0-2 for Gold as he steps out now. Quickly hops back in. Matlock has what he wants. They set Gold up away. Got him looking. Chris Matlock paints a corner for the second out. That'll bring the Suckers back up to the top, and Hayden Gibson struck out swinging his first time up. Multi-sport athlete as a young man. Actually played some semi-professional soccer in Germany upon finishing out his college days. He went to William Penn University. And now a rain has started to fall. We're seeing some umbrellas going up here. But some moisture most definitely coming down. Just a pop up on the radar. We will play on. Yeah, you can see it. We got a little bit of rain here in Ozark last night. Just enough to kind of settle the dust. Matlock gets Hayden Gibson 3 up, 3 down. He has now struck out 3 batters and put 3 goose eggs on the board. 3-0 for the Mets in the rain. Back with more of this GRBL semifinal after this.
If you and I knew plumbing, you and I would never need to call United Plumbing, UNITED. But you and I can't fix a pipe or a faucet filled with lime, so we always call United, and they're there right on time. You and I once tried it, then decided to call United, treating you and I the way you and I would want to be. So call United Plumbing, UNITED. United Plumbing.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away.
Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
Continues here at U.S. Baseball Park in Ozark. Seen some umbrellas go up and some hoods go up, but we will play on. Jared Brashler stands in to face Nixa's Josh Engler, who zips a slider over the plate for a called strike one. 3-0 Metropolitans, top of the 4th, and by virtue of Josh Engler going out to pitch this 4th inning, he has been designated as the 3+ pitcher for Nixa today, getting Brashler on strikes. That is the first strikeout of the day for Engler. A little uncharacteristic for him. Michael Easter comes to bat here, grounded into a double play to the shortstop last time. Good news is the rain not forecasted to stay along with us for the duration of the afternoon. And for the moment, it's light enough that conditions are suitable to continue playing. 1-0 pitch ran inside. It's 2-0. So Easter is now 5 for 12. Check that. That's not correct. He is 5 for 18. Two and one to the Metropolitans backstop. Engler back over with a slider that bounced on the dish. 3 balls and a strike. That is down, and Michael Easter draws a walk. So Easter is on with 1 out. The batter is Ben Hammett, who was ice cold for the first 5 weeks of the GRBL season and has since recorded hits in each of the Mets' last 3 games. Nothing like peaking at the right time. But Hammett had a 2 RBI single a week ago against the Branson Showmen, and those 2 RBIs stood up as the game winners in an 8-4 win for the Mets. 0-1 for the 45-year-old Ben Hammett. Got swung out of his shoes there. But got out ahead of a Josh Engler slider. 0-2. Whoa, that ran in, and that, kids, is what happens when the slider does not have the spin it's supposed to have out of the pitcher's hand. But Hammett got away. A 1-2, that's over the middle. Engler back, throws to the shortstop. Pizarro for one. His throw to Hayden Gibson at first is in time. A 1-6-3 double play, and the Nixa Suckers are out of the inning. 3-0, the score. Springfield Metropolitans have the lead. The Fish looking for answers.
I need a change. My workouts are too boring.
Oh, I've got an amazing workout for you. Hot yoga. I've lost weight and I'm more flexible. Try our community classes for only $8.
Sumit's hot yoga. You are gonna feel awesome.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
The advantage for the Springfield Mets over the Nixa Suckers. Bottom of the fourth of this GRBL playoff semifinal. Shower continuing. What's interesting about this is the barometric pressure hasn't really fallen much at all. Just about 1/10 of an inch of rain forecasted to fall as a result of this shower. We've just seen little spots popping up all over the radar here surrounding US Baseball Park. First pitch to Tyler Jones is a called strike on the outside. It's Jones, the senior software trainer out of Springfield, Missouri, originally from University City, born in St. Louis. Has a twin sister, Taylor Jones, who's probably watching this game from somewhere warm and dry right now. 0-2. Jones swings and fouls this one off, well out of play. Third base side, just barely stays in the ballpark actually on the upper concourse. Kid with an umbrella gonna go get a 50-cent foul ball. So another 0-2 for Jones from Chris Matlock. He reaches out and pokes this one left side. Third baseman Blem up with it. He one-hopped the throw, but Tyler Rusk was able to pick that for the first out of the inning. So Josh Engler has a chance to help himself here. Well, the Fish don't need to get all 3 runs back in this inning necessarily, but it would certainly help to get something. That's a bouncer foul, third base side. 0-1. Engler rounded to the shortstop last time. This is popped. Makeable play for Rusk, but no, he did not get to it. Lost that foul pop. And it crashed harmlessly to the turf. So Josh Engler concedes strike 2, but stays in the hunt. Matlock looks in, gets the sign from Easter, winds and fires. A slider is swung on and grounded to short. Murphy had trouble on the exchange, and Engler will get there in time. Safe at first is Josh Engler. E6 is the official scorer's call. Nonetheless, Suckers have a base runner trailing by 3, and the batter is Courtney Spitz. with one away. Spitz looked at a slider for a strike on the outer half. And now the Suckers are going to run Alex Locke for Josh Engler at first. So Locke, backup utility player on the base paths. Ball on a strike as Spitz steps into the left-handed batter's box. Rain intensifying slightly. Matlock comes over the plate. Spitz sends this one left side. That's going to get through. They were playing him to pull. He took advantage the other way. And Courtney Spitz gets a pretty as-you-please base hit, trying to get something going for his club. Dabisai Pizarro with the opportunity here. First and second. It's Alex Locke at second base. The manager Courtney Spitz at first. Pizarro into the right-handed batter's box. Flew out to left his first time up. And he watches a change go across the plate for strike one. Might have been the knuckleball, actually. Chris Matlock's got one of those in the arsenal. Dobby tried to check at a pitch inside. Instead, it hit his bat. So he's thinking he should have 1-1. Instead, it's 0-2. Matlock from the belt. That's outside, ball one. Again, 1 out, 2 on. Dabisai Pizarro batting with his Nixa Suckers trailing by 3. Matlock got him with the knuckleball. It's a strikeout for Chris, his 4th on the day. So Matlock predominantly relies on sliders, but on occasion can throw that funky sidearm knuckler. And he got Dabisai Pizarro that time. Ben Wade looked at a fastball for strike one. 0-1 to Wade is outside for a ball. So Wade 14 for 26, average above 500 now. Swung and missed at strike 2. Remarkable rookie campaign for a guy who didn't play college baseball at all. Wade fouls that one back. He was a 3-sport athlete at St. Pius X in Kansas City. Football, basketball, baseball. Kind of a dinosaur throwback type athlete. You don't see that very much anymore. 1-2. Wade flares this one into right. It is tailing down, but on the run, Harrison Waters robs Ben Wade, and he keeps the Nixa Suckers off of the scoreboard. 3-0 is the Mets' lead. Headed to the 5th. It is Grip and Rip Baseball Semi-Final Sunday, here live and free on YouTube.
Support local, give local. We hear it all the time, and when it comes to blood donation, there's an easy way to make sure your gift is being used in your community. Donors with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks provide every drop of blood, platelets, and convalescent plasma to patients in over 40 area hospitals. How do I know why that's important? Because my youngest daughter, Jocelina, is alive today thanks to local blood donors. Find out how you can help at cbco.org. Local donors, local patients. That's the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks difference.
Do you ever wake up and feel like you're already out of energy? I haven't felt that way since I started doing yoga. You do yoga every morning. Best change I've ever made.
Try our community classes for only $8.
Sumit's hot yoga. You are gonna feel awesome!
Both teams elect to use the 3+ inning designation on their starters. Josh Engler back out to work a 5th for Nixa. This would be the last inning that he is eligible to pitch per the GRBL's rules for innings restrictions and pitching changes. So Nixa will have a decision to make at the conclusion of this 5th inning. Metropolitans bullpen quiet for the moment as well, leading me to believe we're going to see Chris Matlock come on to attempt to work the bottom of the 5th. 3-0 is the score. Mets lead the Nixa Suckers. Each team will have to make at least 2 Henry's Towing pitching changes before this one is over. But both clubs hanging with the starters for the moment. The rain shower has dissipated, but there's definitely a little more moisture on the field, as well as some wet jerseys and baseball pants. See how that impacts play as it continues. Matlock hammers one to left. It's going to get over the head of the left fielder, Brock Faulkner. Matlock running like the turtle, I guess, in the fable, the tortoise and the hare. Slow and steady, hits the double. Chris Matlock into scoring position for the Mets. Absolutely mashed a tater over the head of the Suckers left fielder. And the offensive onslaught continues for Chris Matlock. Why has he not been hitting for himself his entire career? Leadoff man Skylar Carter sprays this one foul, third base side. So Jerry Kelly on to run for Matlock and the Mets. He's in scoring position for Carter, the league's all-time leader in base hits with 73. He has been on twice today, but both of those came by way of the error. 4 errors for the Suckers to the Mets 1. Mistakes most certainly telling the tale. 1-1 pitch is a breaking ball, swung on, fouled off. Up into the seats. 50 cents for somebody on the third base side. Carter back in the left-handed batter's box. Engler took a long look in. Now he takes a long look back at the runner before coming home. Two-seam fastball missed. And the count is even. That's over the plate. It is chopped. It'll get over Engler's head. Jones charging in, and by that time he was out of time. No throw, no play. An infield single for Skylar Carter. Chopped that one just so. Nobody from the Suckers had the chance to haul it in and make the play. 74 hits and counting now in the career of Skylar Carter. So that sets up first and third for Clay Murphy. He has also reached on errors twice today. So 9 for 30 for the campaign is Murph. Hitting 300 even. 0-1. Slider outside evens the count. Clay Murphy was 12 of 34 for the Metropolitans in 2022. On the way to picking up the second most valuable player award of his career. One pitch, got him reaching. And if you reach, Josh Engler will teach. Ball and 2 strikes. Another long look in from Engler. Exhales sharply. Murphy reached out and fouled that. Carter took off. Interesting decision there with nobody out. But Carter trusting his legs, trying to create some opportunity on the bases for the Mets. Thinking as much as the Suckers have made mistakes on the infield today, that's probably not the worst idea. 1-2 pitch. Engler from the belt. High and tight. Spitz faked the throw, then they throw down to third. But Jerry Kelly, the runner, got back in time. Carter is now safely on second base. Not a bad idea for Spitz to try to pick off the man on third, Jerry Kelly. 2-2. Murphy reached out, swung, and missed. So that's the first out. Second strikeout for Josh Engler today. The batter is Harrison Waters. He is 0 for 2 today. Has batted in a run, however. Chops that one. Waters hitting .394. That is outside to the digital content creator for Associated Electric Cooperative. Also runs his own business, Waters Cinema. He's made a lot of the digital assets you enjoy in the Grip and Rip Baseball League. He's done a lot of work behind the scenes to make this live stream happen. Makes the players' videos as they appear on the big Jumbotron out in right field. He's made several Grip and Rip commercials as well. That 1-2 is out. It's now 2-2. Engler bent that one over the plate. It is a looking strikeout to Harrison Waters. Back-to-back Ks for Josh Engler. 2 outs and 2 men in scoring position. The batter is Tyler Rusk. Reached by way of the infield single last time, so 1 for 2 today. 12 for 29, this rookie, who went to Cole Camp High School, home of the Cole Camp Bluebirds. He's hitting .414. Up the middle ground ball to the second baseman Jones, who got it over to Gibson. He had to reach, but he hung on. So bend but don't break, the motto for the Nixa Suckers in the top of the 5th. They keep the score 3-0. Springfield Metropolitans out in front.
Redline Athletics is the Ozark's #1 youth sports performance training center. Redline uses the latest in technology, equipment, and techniques to help kids ages 8 to 18 prepare for competition in all sports, with our #1 goal to make them a better athlete first. Redline Athletics now offers team training. Bring your full squad in for workouts with our professional staff and boost their speed, strength, agility, and skills. Train like a pro at Redline Athletics, located in Southeast Springfield, just off James River Freeway in South Glenstone.
You know the meaning of dedication. The early mornings and the late nights spent pursuing your dream. The commitment and passion to turn those dreams into reality. That spirit of dedication is why Central Bank is always there, working behind the scenes, helping you navigate those twists and turns in your journey with solutions that are tailored to meet your business needs. Central Bank. We do business better.
Walks up for the Nixa Suckers, rookie HVAC installer playing for the hometown club. And it has been a good rookie campaign for Ryan Cram, second generation Grip and Rip player. 6 for 22 coming into today's game. 7 for 23, bunted, and Cram using his legs He did not make it. Cram, not happy, looking back. And the Suckers are going to argue. Courtney Spitz very quickly out to talk to the umpire on the base paths. Ryan Cram not happy. He thought he got there. And Spitz now arguing fruitlessly, it seems. It's going to be a 2-3 in the logbook officially. Goodness. Adam Barton due up for Nixa. A longer than usual introduction for him after the rhubarb down the first base line. 0-1 to Barton. Swing and a grounder foul. That one will trickle all the way out into the Springfield Mets bullpen down the left field line, where it would appear Jaron Dishman is up. The right-hander getting warm. Now activity in the Suckers bullpen as well as Ryan Cram after that plate appearance. He's heading out to get ready to come into this game on the mound in the 6th. So we're likely to see Dishman and Cram in the next inning. Matlock throws the 1-2 to Barton way outside. So Adam Barton out of Hillcrest High School. Has his degree from Missouri State University. Works for the Watershed Committee of the Ozarks. Swings and flares this one foul. Barton brings the bat back to his shoulder. Matlock comes home and Barton sends a laser into center field. Hammett tried to dive, but nothing doing for him as Barton has singled. That is the 7th hit in 8 games for rookie Adam Barton. Most certainly a fine debut season. So Brock Faulkner, not a rookie, but coming off of a long layoff from Grip and Rip Baseball, last played in 2019. Took 3 seasons off, came back out. Native of Park Hills, Missouri. Now resides in Nixa and works for United Plumbing. They are his player sponsor. It's 1-1 for Faulkner. 1 out and a runner at first. Matlock from the belt. Faulkner timed it well, but was under it. Foul ball back to the screen. Matlock comes set. Slider swung on and chopped. Foul ball is the call immediately from the man in charge, Donald Price. Faulkner back in, now 1-2. Runner goes and Faulkner fouls it back once more. Looked very similar to what happened a couple of pitches ago. So Brock is timing Matlock pretty well. Staying in the battle here. Another 1-2 pitch. Ooh, that ran way in. Time is called. And Faulkner will be awarded first base. Yeah, that hit him. Looked like it caught some jersey as it traveled inside. Yes, it did. Donald Price right on top of that. So a hit by pitch puts men on first and second for Wyatt Gold. 3rd time today for Nixa to put a man into scoring position, trailing by 3. First offering to Wyatt Gold. Changeup swung on and missed. That was back over the heart of the plate. Gold fouled it back. It's going to stay on the lower level of seats. So Matlock quickly ahead of Wyatt Gold, 0-2. Gold put a pretty good lumber to that. It's going to get over the head of the left fielder Brashler, and it is off the wall. The runners will get the whoa up, and yeah, probably a good decision. So a loud single for Wyatt Gold, but it does keep things moving for Nixa. Back to the top of the order go the Suckers. Bases are loaded, 1 out, and opportunity most certainly knocking here. Situation was Adam Barton thought Jared Brashler had a pretty good read, and he did initially. Gibson flares this one into center, tailing down. Carter caught it. Now they will send the runner to the plate. He slides under the tag of Michael Easter, and it is 3-1. So Nixa gets on the board. A sacrifice fly for Hayden Gibson. Scores Adam Barton. And so the Suckers have cut it to 2 with 2 out. So Tyler Jones bats here with runners on first and second and 2 out. TJ with 34 runs batted in his career. A 247 lifetime average, a 341 lifetime on-base percentage. 1-0 pitch swung on. That looked like Chris Matlock dialed up the velocity. One and 1 for TJ. That was a knuckleball. Jones swung, and yes, he knows it. Strike 2. Chris Matlock has gone to that knuckler a fair bit today. It seems to be effective. Ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs and 2 men on. Matlock's pitch swung on and missed. Throw down to third, but it doesn't matter. They got the man at the plate. Chris Matlock, 5 scoreless innings. They put men into scoring position on him 3 times, but he finishes the day. 5 strikeouts, hit 1 batter, didn't walk anybody, gave up 3 hits. A gem for Chris Matlock, but he will have to yield to a reliever in the 6th. Ryan Cram will be on the mound when we come back. It is Grip and Rip Baseball League semifinal Sunday. Metropolitans lead the Suckers 3-1.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away.
Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
You know the meaning of dedication. The early mornings and the late nights spent pursuing your dream. The commitment and passion to turn those dreams into reality. That spirit of dedication is why Central Bank is always there, working behind the scenes, helping you navigate those twists and turns in your journey with solutions that are tailored to meet your business needs. Central Bank. We do business better.
Finals towing pitching change for the Nixa Suckers. Right-hander Ryan Cram, the Nixa, Missouri native, on the mound. Also some defensive substitutions to tell you about. Alex Locke has come on and replaced Wyatt Gold at third base. Also, Adam Barton is now in left field, and Josh Engler has gone to center. So left to right in the outfield, it is Barton, Engler, and Ben Wade. Left to right on the infield, Alex Locke, Dobby Pizarro is the shortstop, still Tyler Jones at second, and Hayden Gibson at first. Courtney Spitz behind the dish, and the mound man, Ryan Cram, right-handed rookie, set to face Brock Chaffin. 13 innings for Cram in his first GRBL season. 4 earned runs on 10 hits, 11 strikeouts with 4 walks, and 3 hit batsmen computes out to a 2.77 ERA. That is very good. Chaffin lifts that one into left. Running in and making the grab is Adam Barton, who scored Nix's run in the bottom of the 5th to make it 3-1. That time he just retired one of the Mets' most dangerous bats, Brock Chaffin. Bring up Mark Blem, and Adam Barton better look alive again, as Blem has flown out to left twice today. He's 0 for 2. 7 for 29 for the season now is Blem, who has 30 base hits in his GRBL career. This one will not get to left. It'll get to the shortstop, Pizarro. He double clutched and bounced the throw, and Mark Blem is safe. Just legged it out. Looked like Pizarro had a little bit of trouble on the exchange. There was an extra step and then an extra clutching motion before he made that throw to Hayden Gibson at first. And that was just the split second of time that Mark Blem needed to motor down there safely. 6'4", 220-pounder moves pretty well. Jared Brashler fouls one back to make it 0-1. Brash 1 for 2 today. An infield single and a strikeout. A commercial pilot. Whew. Breaking ball on the inner half. Pretty filthy stuff from 22-year-old Ryan Cram. That was a fastball low, ball 1. Check throw. And Blem was not actually expecting that, it didn't look like, but he dove back under the tag of Hayden Gibson in time. Brashler reaches. That's going to be sprayed foul down the right field line. And it caromed back into place, so we're going to have a short stoppage here. Ball and 2 strikes to Brashler. Partially raised in Branson, Missouri. Played high school baseball at Bolivar. Now lives in Ozark. It's deuces for Brash. Swing and a miss. Ryan Cram rung him up. It's Ryan's first strikeout today. It's the second out. Batter is Michael Easter. Easter walked last time up. He is 0-1 on the day. Oh-1 pitch outside. What's impressed me about Ryan Cram is that everything he throws moves one way or another. He's got a four-seam fastball with a pretty fair bit of late tailing action to it. It's frustrated a lot of hitters. Another check throw. Cram, he's got a pretty good pickoff move, and he has been not afraid to go to it. That's a four-seamer, and that is a called strike on the outer half to Easter. It's the HVAC installer against the auto mechanic here. Ryan Cram ahead in the count 1-2. Back to the fastball. It's a wild pitch that will get back to the screen. Mark Blem will move up into scoring position. So if you're Ryan Cram and the Suckers, you just want to shake that one off and try to get the man at the plate here. It's deuces wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Easter thought about it. Cram thought he got him. He did not, says the umpire, Donald Price. And he walked him. Michael Easter gets the free pass for the second time today, and that extends the inning. First and second now for the Mets, who lead 3-1. Josh Wilbanks, backup outfielder, is going to come on to run for Michael Easter. And the batter is Ben Hammett. Swinging a chopper up the middle. Jones dives. Pizarro dives. Neither of them can come up with it. Throw coming in from Engler. Will not get to home plate as Mark Blem scores. It is 4-1 Mets. An RBI base hit off the bat of Ben Hammett. That is now a 4-game hitting streak. And Hammett, who more or less felt like he slept through the first 5 games of the season, has come on like an absolute house of fire for the second half and just delivered a big RBI base hit here in the semifinals to extend the Met lead back to 3. Down the right field line in the Nixa bullpen, Logan Wiley is up and starting to get loose. Chris Matlock has fallen behind here, 0-2. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a double and a walk. And Cram just set him down with 3 pitches. So frustration evident for Ryan Cram as the Metropolitans do some damage. 4-1. They have the lead. We're back with some more Grip and Rip baseball right after this.
Support local, give local. We hear it all the time, and when it comes to blood donation, there's an easy way to make sure your gift is being used in your community. Donors with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks provide every drop of blood, platelets, and convalescent plasma to patients in over 40 area hospitals. How do I know why that's important? Because my youngest daughter, Jocelina, is alive today thanks to local blood donors. Find out how you can help at cbco.org. Local donors, local patients. That's the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks difference.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away.
Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
Redline Athletics is the Ozarks' #1 youth sports performance training center. Redline uses the latest in technology, equipment, and techniques to help kids ages 8 to 18 prepare for competition in all sports, with our #1 goal to make them a better athlete first. Redline Athletics now offers team training. Bring your full squad in for workouts with our professional staff and boost their speed, strength, agility, and skills. Train like a pro at Redline Athletics, located in Southeast Springfield just off James River Freeway in South Glenstone.
Pitching change for the Springfield Metropolitans, leading 4-1 in the bottom of the 6th inning. They call On the pitching pride of Walnut Grove, Missouri, the right-hander out of McKendree University, Jaron Dishman will get the ball in relief of Chris Matlock. So Jaron Dishman, so far in 2023, keep in mind, folks, he has been pitching on a torn MCL in his left knee that he injured in the very first game of the season. And so on that torn MCL, 12 2/3 innings pitched, 9 earned runs on 16 hits, 8 strikeouts, 10 walks, 4 hit batsmen. It's a 6.39 ERA for Dishman in his second year in the grip and rip. Had a 4.09 ERA for the Metropolitans as a rookie in 2022 across 11 innings of work. Was predominantly used in the role you see him in here today as a middle reliever, bridging the gap between Andy Galley and Clay Murphy, and doing very well in a role we have come to call the bridge. So that will be Dishman's MO today, although because Clay Murphy threw 112 pitches a Sunday ago, the Metropolitans could ask Dishman to try to go 2, perhaps even 3 if he's feeling it. Dishman's 1-0 pitch to Josh Engler is down. It's 2-0. That's high, 3-0, so a little overcompensation perhaps as Jaron Dishman missed upstairs. Told me he has not pitched in weather this cool in a while. I said, Dish, you're a college baseball coach. He is on the staff at Baptist Bible College in Springfield. He said, yeah, that's different. I just wear as much as I can and sit in the dugout generally. So a walk to Josh Engler starts the bottom of the 6th with the Suckers trailing by 3 runs. Skipper Courtney Spitz comes to bat here. 1 for 2 today with a single. 0-1 after Dishman threw him a strike. Dishman works back over the inside for a ball. Whoa, that goes way inside and wild. It's away from the catcher Easter, so Engler will motor up into scoring position. Nobody out, and a runner on second. Nixa's going to need 3 to tie, but even if they could get 1 back here in the 6th, could be a big momentum swing for the Suckers. 2-1 pitch to, or check that, okay, my mistake. Count was 3-1, so that was ball 4. I'll get it right. Then the runner took off at a passed ball. So first and third, nobody out, and a big opportunity for Dabi Sai Pizarro from the Carlos Beltran Baseball Academy, native of Florida, Puerto Rico. Pizarro 0 for 2 today, struck out last time up, flew out to left in the 2nd inning. Dishman grooved it, but Pizarro laid off. Double play depth for the Mets infielders. 1-1 pitch. Pizarro got under that. It is back into shallow right. The second baseman Hammett is there. Off balance throw, but the runner Engler stayed put at third, and it's 1 away. Yep, the right fielder Ben Wade, he is 1 for 2 today. Even a sac fly would help Nix's cause if Wade could do that. 5 hits today for the Fish. They've stranded runners in scoring position in 3 innings. Finally scratched 1 across in the 5th on hits from Adam Barton and Wyatt Gold, and then a sacrifice fly by Hayden Gibson. So 0-1 to Wade. Make that 0-2. Wade works in finance in the accounts payable division at Will Fisher Companies. (0-2) from Dishman is swung on and lifted in the air to right. It's tailing down. That will not be caught. Engler scores 4-2 for the Suckers, and a hit goes up on the board pretty quickly. Harrison Waters had a chance, but that is going to be scored as an RBI base hit for Ben Wade. And it is now 4-2. Ryan Cram is 1 for 2 today with an excellent chance to help his cause. That's now 15 hits on the season for Ben Wade, the Suckers rookie, by the way. And it's a wild pitch. Runner will go, no problem. And we've got ourselves a 1-run ball game. Courtney Spitz very astutely makes it across, capitalizing on the wild pitch. And Ryan Cram, with 1 good swing, could tie it up here. Still 1 out. Runner on second is the speedy Wade. Cram got under it. This is back into shallow right. Waters calls off Hammett, and the Mets right fielder makes the catch. So 2 away. Adam Barton trying to keep this inning going. Suckers have scored 2 this inning. They're trailing 4-3. Bottom of the 6th. Activity in both bullpens now. Wiley for the Nixa Suckers. And that looks like it's Justin Loudon for the Mets. But more pressingly, Jaron Dishman comes set and fires ball 1 to Adam Barton. Yes, that is indeed Loudon. So right-handers getting warm for both clubs. 1-0, there's a step-back move. No throw, but it sent Wade in on his belly anyway for the Suckers at second base. 1-0 pitch, runner goes. No exchange for Michael Easter. So Wade is now 90 feet away from tying it up. 2 balls, no strikes for the batter, Adam Barton. Hillcrest High School product out of Springfield, Missouri. Dishman missed down and in. 3-0. Pinch hitter Tommy Schaefer in the on-deck circle for the Suckers. It's a wild pitch again. Wade will score. Tie ball game. A walk to Adam Barton and a wild pitch ties it up 4-4. Self-inflicted injuries striking the Springfield Metropolitans for the first time to speak of in this game, after the Suckers committed 4 errors in the first 3 innings and conceded a 3-run lead. They have clawed their way all the way back. It is now 4-4. It's a big huddle on the infield. The Mets bring everybody in. And their bench coach, Chandler Vietz, a GRBL veteran who's been in some jams before, out to chat with Jaron Dishman. They've broken up the circle. And so the situation is a runner on first. That's Adam Barton for Nixa. The batter is Tommy Schaefer, 35-year-old out of Clever, Missouri. Backup infielder, pinch hitting for Brock Faulkner. So Schaefer stands in the right-handed batter's box. Dishman sets and deals. Missed low, ball one. Another, well, he entered as a defensive replacement. That's Alex Locke in the on-deck circle for Nixa. So some lineup changes, but some dividends perhaps, as the Suckers have scored 3 to tie this ball game up 4-4. Runner goes, pitches outside, Easter's throw, not on target. Adam Barton swipes second base. And so the go-ahead run for the Suckers is now on second. 2 balls and a strike for Tommy Schaefer, the engineering GIS technician, back in the grip and rip after a 4-year layoff. Last played in 2019. 3 balls and a strike. Dishman called strike on the inner half. Schaefer thought he walked. No, you did not, says the plate umpire Donald Price. So Tommy's going to have to hop back in. Count is full. 2 outs, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second in a tie ball game. Jaron Dishman fires, got him. So the Suckers have tied it, but Jaron Dishman landed a big shot when it mattered the most. We will go to the 7th, all knotted up. It is 4-4. Suckers and Metropolitans back after this.
You know the meaning of dedication. The early mornings and the late nights spent pursuing your dream. The commitment and passion to turn those dreams into reality. That spirit of dedication is why Central Bank is always there, working behind the scenes, helping you navigate those twists and turns in your journey with solutions that are tailored to meet your business needs. Central Bank. We do business better.
Support local, give local. We hear it all the time, and when it comes to blood donation, there's an easy way to make sure your gift is being used in your community. Donors with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks provide every drop of blood, platelets, and convalescent plasma to patients in over 40 area hospitals. How do I know why that's important? Because my youngest daughter, Jocelina, is alive today thanks to local blood donors. Find out how you can help at cbco.org. Local donors, local patients. That's the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks difference.
So Henry's towing pitching change for the Nixa Suckers in a tie ball game. The right-hander out of Missouri State University, number 25, Logan Wiley. 12 innings pitched for Wiley, the GRBL rookie. He has allowed 6 earned runs on 14 hits. He has struck out 14, walked 2, and hit a batter. The ERA is at 4.50. Wiley has been out of action the last few weeks, struggling with some undisclosed injuries, I guess. The Nixa Suckers trying to operate in a state of semi-secrecy and seclusion, but here is Wiley out of Kickapoo High School. Started his college career at Kansas State University, finished it out at Missouri State. Actually played 5 years of college baseball, granted an extra year of eligibility by the COVID-19 pandemic. Played professionally in 2021 as a member of the Windy City Thunderbolts in the Frontier League. So this situation right here, tie ball game, playoff semifinal, this is exactly what Courtney Spitz and the Nixa Suckers drafted Logan Wiley for. Skylar Carter, the Mets leadoff man, took a daddy hack at that for strike 1. How about that? Fresh out of the bullpen in a playoff game. The first guy you get to face is the GRBL's all-time leader in hits, Skylar Carter. 74 for him headed into this plate appearance. 1-1 now. Wiley fired that one across the inner half for a called strike 2. Carter loops one, a lot of backspin on it, but Dabisai Pizarro, the Sucker shortstop, got over and made the grab for the first out. Clay Murphy bats for the Metropolitans. We're going to watch him closely as this plate appearance concludes as to whether or not he goes to the bullpen to get ready to come on and pitch, or whether or not the Metropolitans will go in another direction. If Murphy were to enter this game in the bottom of the 7th, he could pitch the 7th, 8th, and 9th, and possibly the 10th and 11th if it comes to that. After that, he would hit the limit. Two 2-0 the count to Murphy. Wiley being a little bit careful, I think, knowing just the caliber of contact hitter that Clay Murphy is. Although that was a fastball for a called strike. Murph 0 for 3 today. Looked at strike 2. It's 2-2 with 1 out and nobody on. Fielder's playing Murphy pretty well straight away. Oh, and he reached. Logan Wiley says, if you reach, I teach. Down on strikes goes Murph. Two Missouri State Bears going at it, and it was Wiley the younger getting the best of Clay Murphy. So here's Harrison Waters. He played all 4 years of his college baseball at Drury University. Very good two-way player at the NCAA Division II level. Played outfield and was a Sunday starter, as they say. That's a big deal in the college ranks. That's generally reserved for staff aces. 0-1, filthy slider for a called strike. 0-2. Wiley fires. Waters got a hold of it. A lot of air underneath it, however. Way back goes Ben Wade, and he makes the catch. So 3 up, 3 down. Logan Wiley sends us to the middle of the 7th. It is the 7th inning stretch. We are all tied up. In the Grip and Rip Baseball League, the 7th inning stretch is always brought to us by our friends at Sumit's Hot Yoga. At Sumit's Hot Yoga, you are going to feel awesome.
I need to change. My workouts are too boring.
Oh, I've got an amazing workout for you. Hot yoga. I've lost weight and I'm more flexible. Try our community classes for only $8.
Sumit's Hot Yoga. You are going to feel awesome.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away.
Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
Brock Chaffin had a plan, and this is it. It's a Henry's Towing pitching change for the Springfield Metropolitans. Clay Murphy, the two-time Grip and Rip Baseball League MVP, is on the mound. It's a full battery swap for the Mets as Chaffin has inserted himself into the game for Michael Easter. He will go behind the plate to catch. Chris Matlock comes on to play third base. Mark Blem shifts over from third to shortstop. Still Hammett at second and Rusk at first. So Clay Murphy has been pure filth for the 2023 Springfield Metropolitans. 19 and 2/3 innings pitched, allowing just 1 earned run on 19 hits, 33 strikeouts to 5 walks. It's a 0.46 ERA for Clay Murphy. A week ago in the eliminators, he shut out the Branson Showmen, 5 innings of work. No earned runs, 3 hits, 3 walks, 11 strikeouts through 112 pitches to do it. And we saw more fastballs from Clay Murphy than I think we've ever seen in his entire career in the Grip and Rip Baseball League, dating back to his debut in 2020. So how rested is that surgically repaired arm of Clayton Murphy? We're about to find out. 4-4, bottom of the 7th. Alex Locke comes to bat for Nixa. It'll be Locke, and then the Suckers will go back to the top of the order with Gibson. First offering got away from the catcher Chaffin, so it's 1-0. Alex Locke, a couple of hits in 7 games, has drawn 3 walks, struck out 6 times, looked at a strike there, 1-1. Great story. Hadn't played baseball since he was a freshman in high school because he concentrated on his golf career. Still plays some pretty serious golf. The game took him into the college ranks. Started out at Maryville University in the St. Louis metro area. Finished out at Missouri State. 2 balls and a strike. Murphy. Nothing too fancy there. Just a swinging strike at the letters. It's 2-2. Fastball missed low. It's just hard to get a read on what Clay Murphy throws. His velocity seems to have dialed up here in 2023. Payoff pitch. Locke late getting to it, but he fouled it off. That screen protecting the Nixa dugout. So Alex will stay in. Bottom of the 7th, tie ball game. 13 hits between the 2 clubs today. 7 for the Mets, 6 for the Suckers. Murphy got Alex Locke looking. So 1 down. Back to the top of the order go the Fish. Hayden Gibson is 0 for 2 today. 2 strikeouts and a sacrifice fly. Murphy starts him off with a slower breaker for ball 1. Ran in toward the hands of the lefty Gibson. He's a true lefty. Bats left, throws left. 2-0. Chaffin tried to frame it. Donald Price not buying the artwork. 3-0. Gibson, that was take all the way as he watched a slider dip into the zone for a called strike 1. They attack with the fastball. That's a called strike. And Red Fabio, as he calls himself on Instagram, not enjoying that call. It is full. Gibson reaches out and touches a payoff pitch. Foul. That got out of here in a hurry. Third base side. Way up to the top concourse. Have 2 tiers of seats here at US Baseball Park. And Gibson down on strikes, looking. Clay Murphy just has this innate ability to cause hitters to leave it in the umpire's hands. And more often than not, those hands are making the punching motion, as Donald Price's just did. That's back-to-back strikeouts for Clay Murphy to start this outing. Here's Tyler Jones. 0 for 3 today is TJ. Told me before this game, you know, I tend to have my best games against the Springfield Mets. Waiting to see it here against his former teammate Clay Murphy. They played together on the Moon City Mavericks in 2021. Won the Howard Bell Trophy. There's a called strike on the outer half, like a two-seam fastball, as it broke away from the lefty. 2 balls and a strike. Whoa. Well, TJ sold it like it was running in. Instead, a called strike on the inner half. That's just about unhittable. Deuces. Jones chops one to the shortstop. Blem up with it. The throw to Rusk in time. And that is just exactly what a pitcher of Clay Murphy's caliber can do to you. Jones never really looked comfortable in the plate appearance. Grounds out to the shortstop. 3 up, 3 down, and we stay tied. It's the Grip and Rip Baseball League playoff semifinals. Suckers and Mets go to the 8th. Only one club will move on to play for the Bell.
Support local, give local. We hear it all the time, and when it comes to blood donation, there's an easy way to make sure your gift is being used in your community. Donors with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks provide every drop of blood, platelets, and convalescent plasma to patients in over 40 area hospitals. How do I know why that's important? Because my youngest daughter, Jocelina, is alive today thanks to local blood donors. Find out how you can help at cbco.org. Local donors, local patients. That's the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks difference.
4-4, Suckers and Metropolitans are headed to the 8th. Don't forget, coming up today at 3 right here on the YouTube channel, the corresponding semifinal as the Republic Locos take on the GRBL North Division winners, the Moon City Mavericks. Next Sunday, the party at US Baseball Park begins at 3 p.m. with a tailgate party. We've got a pregame concert featuring comedian Harrison Broadstreet and some live music, all leading up to a 5:15 p.m. first pitch for the Howard Bell Trophy Championship game. Teams TBD. Tyler Rusk bats for the Mets. Logan Wiley back on the rubber for Nixa. Rusk swung and chased a slider for strike 1. Rusk 1 for 3 today with an infield single. He has grounded out twice. A little uncharacteristic for how powerful of a hitter Tyler Rusk is, but it speaks volumes for the Nixa pitchers in this game. Josh Engler went the maximum allowable distance, 5 innings. Ryan Cram through the 6th, and Logan Wiley likely on for as long as he can go. Rusk swung at strike 2. A little bit of a hitch there as Courtney Spitz waited for him to step back across the plate and get into the right-handed batter's box again. So here comes the 2-2 to Rusk. Got him looking. Logan Wiley with a pretty darn near unhittable slider of his own. So here is Chaffin, 1 for 2 with a single, an RBI, and a walk today. Chaffin has now walked 6 times in 8 games. He does not tend to get a lot of pitches to hit, as everyone tends to respect his power pretty well. Swings and misses there. So Chaffin 10 for 23. Really, his best season was 2020, when the Mets finished as the runners-up to the Ozark Mountain Ducks. He had 11 hits that season. Wiley ran one way outside. Chaffin did not chase. Not a bad idea to waste one. 0-2. The 1-2, same result. Just looked like a two-seamer that came out of Wiley's hand a little early. Chaffin with an open left-handed stance. Wiley winds and fires. Bends a slider. Oh my goodness. Goodness sakes, the sweep on that thing. I'm laughing because of how impressed I am. 2 gone. That is back-to-back strikeouts for Logan Wiley. He is doing works of art. Mark Blem fouled that one off. Just on the wrong side of that right field foul line. So Blem 1 for 3 today. 8 for 30 for the season. He has matched his career high for hits over the course of a season. He would certainly like to get more, starting right now. Instead, Logan Wiley misses down. It's 1-1. Slider for a swinging strike. Both bullpens quiet, and yes, what we are about to see, I believe, as Blem is down on strikes, a dropped third strike. Spitz had to gun it, but it was right on the button to Hayden Gibson. 3 straight strikeouts for Logan Wiley. A 0 goes on the board, and we stay tied 4-4. Yes, this game, it was a mistake fest in the early goings. The Suckers have battled back, and now we've got ourselves a duel between Clay Murphy and Logan Wiley. Don't go anywhere.
You know the meaning of dedication. The early mornings and the late nights spent pursuing your dream. The commitment and passion to turn those dreams into reality. That spirit of dedication is why Central Bank is always there, working behind the scenes, helping you navigate those twists and turns in your journey with solutions that are tailored to meet your business needs. Central Bank. We do business better.
When Gary and Sandra Henry started Henry's Towing nearly 5 decades ago, customers knew that Henry would be the guy coming to help. People would call and ask to let Henry do it. And as Springfield has grown, our family has grown as well, so there's always someone around to come help you out. Everyone at Henry's is a member of the family, fully trained and as dependable as the original. With a family this size, help is always right around the corner. So if you find yourself in need of roadside assistance, remember to call the name you've grown to know and trust. Remember to let Henry do it!
Do you ever wake up and feel like you're already out of energy? I haven't felt that way since I started doing yoga. You do yoga every morning. Best change I've ever made.
Try our community classes for only $8.
Sumit's hot yoga. You are gonna feel awesome!
Well, the rain has given away to sunshine. And starting to see a few jackets come off here at US Baseball Park. And down on the field, the gloves are most certainly off. Clay Murphy and Logan Wiley in a duel as the Nixa Suckers and the Springfield Mets all knotted up. Bottom of the 8th, Josh Engler steps in for the Suckers. Rance joined in the broadcast booth by the GRBL founder and commissioner, Tony Lewis. And boss, Clay Murphy just threw a called strike. We've got ourselves a pretty good duel brewing here.
Yep, 2 of the league's best going at it. 2 Missouri State D1 guys. Love to watch it.
Well, just as I talked about the sunshine, a pop-up shower got started. I think I just put an incredible jinx on the weather. Unbelievable. Umbrellas going up. hoods going on. I absolutely jinxed it. Clay Murphy, though, zoned in. He's ahead here 1-2.
It's been spotty all day. Hopefully this clears up in the next 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, there's nothing really organized on the radar in the way of precipitation. Just a spotty pop-up shower here and there. Our second one of the day as Clay Murphy got Josh Engler looking. Third strikeout for Clay Murphy. They have all been looking strikeouts. What does that tell you, Tony?
It means that spinner's spinning.
Here's Courtney Spitz into the left-handed batter's box. Watches ball one sweep down and in.
Yeah, I hadn't seen a pitch move like that one to Brock in quite some time.
Logan Wiley, most certainly on a different level. You know, this is the ultimate test, though. Clay Murphy came into the day with a 0.46 ERA. Certainly tracking to win a postseason award for the fourth time in his 4 seasons. 1-1 to Spitz. That looked like a two-seamer.
Yep, fastball, maybe a little up and out. Good call. Don Price is calling a good game.
He is. I was really glad when I saw his name come across on the lineup sheet today. 2-1 slider is a called strike to Spitz.
Just when we thought Wiley's had movement, that was just as sick.
Here comes the 2-2. Do you go to it again? That was the fastball. Spitz touched it. Timing was good. Bat path was under it, so it went straight back.
Yep. This is Clay's first chest to go through the heart of the order for the Suckers right here. This will be big to get through them.
Courtney Spitz. Oh, and he watched it go by. A called third strike.
Maybe him and Brock can swap stories.
Just noticing as this goes, this fight between Wiley and Murphy, Donald Price's strike 3 call is getting a little more and more nonchalant, as if to say, what, did you expect something else? Decisive Pizarro, the rookie out of Park University, looks at one high and tight, ball 1. Definitely one of the more exciting rookies on a team with 9 of them. Decisive Pizarro. Really enjoyed getting to know this young man and watching him play ball.
He has some power, that's for sure.
He does a lot of things well, and you know, he told me he really hadn't, you know, he's 22 years old now. He has pitched some in this league. Told me he hadn't done that since he was 17, but he said, this experience, you know, I'm looking for the exact opposite of what I had in college, which was all about business. I'm out here to have fun, and it's just evident in the way he plays. He's soaking it up every second. 3-0 pitch. Dobby draws the walk, and a potential game-tying run is on. A rare free pass by Clay Murphy.
Yeah, they can go up this inning, and this is another exciting rookie. Ben Wade is having an excellent year.
Yep, 15 hits and counting. That's just the second walk Clay Murphy has issued all season, by the way.
Good cut.
Wade's got 2 hits in this game.
Wade, he just came out of, didn't play anywhere outside high school, did he?
That's correct. Yeah, he went to Missouri State, got his degree, went to work in finance, and found grip and rip baseball. So he'd been away from the game for 5 years. You really wouldn't know it.
No, he
really looks comfortable in the box.
Looks like a college athlete for sure.
Crowds in. Well, so he was a 3-sport athlete at at St. Pius in Kansas City. As I told the folks at home earlier, kind of a throwback. You don't see guys who play football, basketball, and baseball all in one year anymore. But
no.
Ben Wade did that.
Rusk tried to deke out Davisai with an overthrow.
He's got a nice deke move. He's not gotten anybody with it, but he's tried it a few times. It's showy.
That's another rookie who's having fun out there, is Tyler Rusk.
Absolutely. It's very evident. You can just see it with the body language and everything, and the smiles are evident, even in a tight game like this one. So the 1-1 pitch, Ben Wade chased a slider in a big way there.
That's what happens when you don't see too much of those.
It's a different deal when Clay Murphy is on that hill. The 1-2. Wade reaches out and pokes it. It is tailing down, foul. Beyond the reach of the right fielder Harrison Waters, and so Ben Wade will get another 1-2 in a moment.
Harry took a hit away from him earlier today, didn't he?
He did.
That was a great catch. Probably playing him a little late here, especially with Clay's fastball and slider going away. Yeah, you got the outfield shifted almost right.
If Wade could find a way to get ahead of one. Left field line is open. Runner goes. That's a ball thrown to Wade, and Pizarro slides. Oh, they got him. Mark Blem got the tag to Pizarro. He's caught stealing, and the threat is neutralized. So we will go to inning number 9. The Godfather and I will bring it to you right after this. It is Grip and Rip Baseball semifinal Sunday. Don't go anywhere. Mets 4, Suckers 4.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away.
Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
Support local, give local. We hear it all the time, and when it comes to blood donation, there's an easy way to make sure your gift is being used in your community. Donors with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks provide every drop of blood, platelets, and convalescent plasma to patients in over 40 area hospitals. How do I know why that's important? Because my youngest daughter, Jocelina, is alive today thanks to local blood donors. Find out how you can help at cbco.org. Local donors, local patients. That's the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks difference.
We are tied 4-4. Only one of these two teams, the Nixa Suckers and the Springfield Metropolitans, will advance to play for the coveted Howard Bell Championship Trophy. Rance Berger and Tony Lewis with you for inning number 9. The Springfield Mets come to bat in the top of the 9th. Jared Brashler.
Yep, this is when playoff baseball. Baseball in October is just fun.
Brashler 1 for 3 today with a single.
Another great slider by Wiley.
Took a called strike. Brashler didn't look like he wanted any part
another one
of that, and Wiley goes right back to the well. He's ahead here, 0-2. Brashler with 6 hits in 8 games this season. Wiley winds and fires. Same pitch, same result. They set him up away, and Brashler could not lay off. That is now 4 consecutive strikeouts for Logan Wiley. Michael Easter with an interesting line today. 0 for 1, grounded into a double play. He has since drawn a pair of walks. So the on-base percentage is in shape, but Mike would like a hit here.
Mike can still squeeze out those hits when you need them in big-time situations.
Swung on, and
I'd be prepared for a little outside slider right now.
Yeah, Wiley has worked ahead. Wasn't a bad effort by Easter. We'll see if they set him up away this time by. Easter got a hold of that. It's tailing down. Base hit for the Mets catcher Michael Easter. A single, and now the tying run is on for the Mets.
Go ahead, Red.
Or yeah, the go-ahead run, excuse me. I was excited about, are they going to run for him? They will not. So Michael Easter will run for himself, and here's Ben Hammett, who has now on a 4-game hitting streak after
Ben, that's right.
Going 0 for the first, and now time is called. And yeah, the Mets,
they can throw their last out, or I guess in Fackrell is a reserve, so they can use Fackrell as a runner here.
So this is a pinch runner. This is not a courtesy runner, because Easter and Chaffin effectively swapped catcher for DH, or catcher for EH rather. So this is Fackrell pinch running for the EH. It's far more complicated than that needed to be.
That's true.
Tense game. So the go-ahead run is on. Robert Fackrell, the runner at first. Infielders are in for the Suckers with 1 out. Logan Wiley's pitch to Hammett swung on and missed. Logan Wiley, 24 years old. Hammett is 45, so Ben was probably at a Brown Derby the day Logan Wiley was born. The 0-1 swung on. I kid. Truth be told, I believe Mr. Hammett is a teetotaler. That was a bad joke. Sorry to his wife Julie and his 3 kids. 0-2.
We got the reference. It's all out of love.
Wiley winds and fires. Hammett got a piece. That was a nice idea to go upstairs there.
You know, Hammett, he's one of the more athletic 40-year-olds that you're ever going to see out here. Him and Blem.
Yeah, well, Hammett, 5 years older than Mark Blem even. It's, you know, he and his wife, both athletes, and all the kids are athletes as well. So it's a big part of what keeps Ben going. Ooh, swung, and it is a foul tip. Okay. I was going to say, that hit something. Wasn't sure if it was the catcher or the bat. It was the baseball bat. So we stay 0-2. 5th pitch of the sequence. Wiley from the chest.
Oh.
Got him absolutely inside out. 6 strikeouts in the ball game for Logan Wiley. Metropolitans down to their last regulation out, and here's Chris Matlock.
And going over the extra inning rules here, if in fact it does go extra innings, Wiley can in fact go 2 more into the extra innings. They're going to play natural baseball for 2. And then after 2, I believe that we put a runner at second base.
Go to the California tiebreaker.
And then if it goes another inning after that, I think we load the bases up. I have to definitely double check that because I know I'll be called on it.
Matlock chops one to the shortstop. Pizarro to Jones, a 6'4" fielder's choice, and it is time for the bottom of the 9th. Yeah, Tony, let's actually.
I sent an email on it, and
I've got it pulled up right here. 1 moment, my friend. So for the playoffs, natural baseball for 3 innings maximum. So we would play a 10th, an 11th, and a 12th. So the 4th inning, which would be the 13th, would do the runner on second with nobody out, and then the 5th extra inning of play. So the 14th inning, we would load them up.
And pitchers that go into extras that they can exhaust. Essentially, Clay and Logan can exhaust, pitch the rest of this game, and go 2 more into
right.
extras.
So they could pitch the 10th and 11th, which for all intent and purposes we know, I mean, barring an injury or something catastrophic, that's what both of these managers, Chaffin and Spitz, are going to do.
I'm going to go get my phone and my walkie-talkie and just be down there on the field in case these coaches have questions or anything. It could get kind of spicy down there. I need to make sure I'm down there.
Sounds good, Godfather. I'll bring the folks home, the rest of the way. 2:13 as we head to the bottom of the 9th. This game has been screaming on by. We started at 12:05, so we are 2 hours and 8 minutes old. Tony Lewis, the commish, ducking out to make sure that the rules are adhered to and there are no questions. But more pressingly, the Nixa Suckers are going to try to find a way in the bottom of the 9th against Springfield's ace, Clay Murphy. Conversely, Clay is going to try to set him up and shut him down. He has allowed 1 base runner so far. Dobby Cy Pizarro caught stealing in the 8th, so it will be Ben Wade, Ryan Cram, and then Adam Barton would be the scheduled hitter. After that, although Barton's going to the first base coach's box, so not sure if we're going to see I don't think the Suckers have anyone left who could pinch hit. We will see. Ben Wade looks at a slider for a called strike. He got the advantage of getting to see Murphy's stuff firsthand with a plate appearance that ended in a runner getting caught stealing. But goodness sakes, that slider, just absolute filth. 0-2. And a called strike 3. 3 pitches. That was all Clay Murphy needed to get Ben Wade looking. He now has 5 strikeouts, all of them looking strikeouts. That is nothing short of dominance. Ryan Cram will try to break up the strikeout parade for Murphy. He is 1 for 3 today. Thought about it and checked. It's going to be a called strike. That slider got over. 0-1. They set Cram up outside. He did not chase. One ball, one strike. Murphy came back with a breaking pitch for a called strike, too. So Ryan Cram, 1 out, nobody on. Settles in, a jam shot. He got a piece, fouled it back over the screen. That will get into the seats. Logan Wiley is in the on-deck circle, I see. Cram reaches out, pokes this one into play. Chaffin did not touch it, and so it's a foul ball. Murphy threw his glove after Chaffin almost fielded it, and then he pulled both hands back behind his back, signaling to the umpire that he was not going to touch it in fair territory. And Murph winged the glove at it. Ball and 2 strikes to Cram. 5th pitch of the sequence. Murphy took a long look in, and then he got him to chase a slider down on strikes. He goes 6 strikeouts for Clay Murphy. Nixa down 2. It's final out. Logan Wiley is going to bat in Adam Barton's position in the order. That's the EH spot. Wiley down 0-1. Wiley 1 for 3 with a double, a strikeout, and he has been hit by a pitch. So the on-base percentage is at .500. Although he is in the hole 0-2 here. Fastball, Chaffin framed it. Not a strike. So we'll do a 1-2. Murph winds and fires. That's up and out. Wiley trying to claw his way back. Count is even. Deuces wild. Murphy from the chest. Got him to chase the slider down and out. Down on strikes he goes. 7 strikeouts in the game for Clay Murphy. We stay tied 4-4. We are headed to extras. Don't go anywhere. The Nixa Suckers and the Springfield Mets are headed to the 10th inning.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
So in the Grip and Rip Baseball League playoffs, we will have, well, first of all, assuming that it stays tied, we can have a maximum of 3 innings of natural baseball. That means no runners on or no extra outs going on the board or anything of that nature. So we would do that if we stay tied for the 10th, 11th, and the 12th. However, what to watch is going to be these pitchers hitting the innings limit. Both Wiley and Murphy can pitch the 10th and the 11th innings before they would exhaust their eligibility. So in the event that we go to a 12th inning still tied, both teams would have to make Henry's towing pitching changes, and that could set the game on edge. Skylar Carter rips one down the right field line. He is thinking extra bases as the throw comes in. Carter digging for third. The throw got there, but not in time. A leadoff triple in the 10th for Skylar Carter, and the Metropolitans are 90 feet away from going ahead. Murphy is the batter, 0 for 4 today. That is the first time Logan Wiley has been touched with any great regard. Did give up a hit, I guess, in the 9th, but the first time the Mets have been able to put a runner into scoring position against Wiley. So Murphy, 0 for 4 on the day with a couple of strikeouts. Wiley starts him off with a slider, and he went all the way around. Murphy's average has fallen to 281 in this ball game. Not even going to speculate as to who would come in to pitch if this game goes into a 12th inning. Hot shot back to Wiley. Did a good job of looking down the runner Carter and then securing the ball over to first, and Hayden Gibson for the out. Fundamentally sound stuff from the Suckers after they committed 4 errors in the first 3 innings. Batter is going to be Harrison Waters. 0 for 4 with a run batted in today. Infield way in. They are going to do their darndest to keep the run off the board. It doesn't matter. RBI base hit out to right. Waters drives in Carter, and it is 5 to 4 for the Mets. Harrison Waters taking what was given, driving the ball into right. And the Mets go up by a run. It's not over yet. Tyler Rusk bats with Waters on, and the Suckers would have a chance to rebut in the bottom of this 10th. Swinging strike got away from the catcher Spitz. And so that will advance the runner Waters to second. So runner on second, 1 out. Tyler Rusk today is 1 for 4. Wiley went at him with a slider. Rusk puts this one in the air, center field. Cram over to get it, and he makes the grab. Waters faked a tag up, and then the throw got away from Tyler Jones. That will allow Harrison Waters to move up to third. And goodness, you think, you know, a routine flip into the infield and no harm done. Nonetheless, Another error costs the Suckers, as a man is at third for Brock Chaffin. 2 outs. Fielders back to standard depth. For Nixa, Chaffin turned on it at 3 hops to Jones. He's up with it from his knees, and he got it to Gibson in time. That's why you stay down on it, kids. Nonetheless, the Springfield Metropolitans have taken the lead. We're in the middle of the 10th. It is 5-4 for the Metropolitans. Nixa Suckers down to their last 3 outs. When we come back, it is Grip and Rip Baseball.
If you and I knew plumbing, you and I would never need to call United Plumbing, UNITED. But you and I can't fix a pipe or a faucet filled with lime, so we always call United, and they're there right on time. You and I once tried it, then decided to call United, treating you and I the way you and I would want to be. So call United Plumbing, UNITED. United Plumbing.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away.
Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
No surprises here. The Metropolitans are going to stick with the right-hander out of Wolf Lake, Illinois. The 2-time GRBL MVP Clay Murphy on the hill. Bottom of the 10th, 5-4 advantage for the Mets. And it will be up to Murphy to try to close this thing out and send the Metropolitans back to the Howard Bell Trophy Championship game. It'll be Tommy Schaefer, Alex Locke, and Hayden Gibson due up for the Suckers this inning. The 9, 10, and 1 spots in the order. Schaefer stands in 0 for 1 today. Swung and missed at a slider for strike 1. Looked at a slider for strike 2, and it's quickly 0-2 to Schaefer. Murphy wasting no time. Rocks and fires. Missed with a fastball out, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. That is a fastball down the gut. 8 strikeouts in this game for Clay Murphy. Just 2 outs remain for Nixa. Republic Locos and the Moon City Mavericks scheduled to come up and play the 3 o'clock game, the corresponding semifinal in the GRBL. Metropolitans trying to punch their ticket to next Sunday's Howard Bell Trophy Championship game, October 22nd, 5:15 p.m. right here at U.S. Baseball Park. 1-0 pitch to Alex Locke is a called strike. It's a slider down and away. Locke chased. 1-2. Murphy's next offering to the rookie Locke. Again, tried to get him to chase a fastball. He did not oblige. And so the count is even. Alex Locke goes down swinging. That is now 5 consecutive strikeouts for Clay Murphy, 9 in the ball game. And Hayden Gibson is the last hope for the Nixa Suckers, trailing by a run in the 10th. Clay Murphy has been in the GRBL since 2020. His name etched on the Howard Bell Trophy 3 times. He is doing his part to go for number 4 right here, right now. Slider swung on, grounded to the second baseman, Hammett to Rusk. And this one is over. The Springfield Metropolitans needed 10 innings to do it. But Clay Murphy, the multiple-time MVP award winner, closed the door. Harrison Waters with the RBI base hit in the 10th. He will at least share some player of the game honors, but we have to give it to the guy who came in and shut the door. Your Elite Promotions Elite Performer of the game. 4 innings pitched, 1 walk, no hits, no runs, 9 strikeouts. Clay Murphy, your Elite Promotions Elite Performer of the game. Again, 9 strikeouts across 4 shutout innings. He did not allow a hit. Absolute door slammer. Murphy gets it done. He is going back to the Howard Bell Trophy Championship game for the 4th time in his career. So we will chat things over with some of the Mets on the other side of a break here. Don't forget, coming up here on the channel at 3 o'clock here in the Central Time Zone, you can see the Republic Locos and the Moon City Mavericks. Rough situation as 2 teams enter, only one will go on to play for the bell. Hang tight. We will break this one down and talk things over with some of the victorious Springfield Metropolitans on the other side of this break. We're back to you live at U.S. Baseball Park, where the Springfield Metropolitans are winners 5-4. They needed 10 innings to do it, but they got it done. They defeat the Nixa Suckers in the GRBL playoff semifinals and advance to the 2023 Howard Bell Trophy Championship game. Happy to be joined here upstairs by Chris Matlock, our winning pitcher today, or actually check that. No, got a no decision. Sorry about that, Chris. A no decision for you. We'll talk about your batting here in a second, and then Harrison Waters, the game-winning RBI in the 10th. Harry, let's start with that. You know, Logan Wiley was just absolutely filthy for the 7th, 8th, and the 9th. Skylar Carter got a hold of that triple, and then what did you see on the pitch that resulted in your RBI single out to right?
Well, you know, I just see a fastball and know that I need to take advantage of it early because, yeah, his stuff is good. And, you know, we knew we had to battle up there and do whatever we could to get it across. But Skylar, that momentum to get that triple to lead it off changes the entire inning and how you throw. So I got to tip my hat to him more than anything. So it was just a great win.
So, Chris, you and Josh Engler settled into a pretty good fight for the first 5 innings of this one. You put up 4 goose eggs, just gave up 1 on a sacrifice fly in the 5th. I mean, I got to ask, how are you feeling since, you know, you're not that far having your appendix taken out? I mean, most doctors would tell you, you know, don't lift anything, let alone go out and you know, perform great feats of athleticism. How on earth are you even doing it?
Yeah, the doctor said to wait 3 to 4 weeks before starting. I was 10 days in, so. But the 3 innings yet last week was good, so my shoulder felt good this week. My appendix is fine.
Yeah, it's I mean, your appendix is not with you anymore, so
it's doing okay. Yeah, it's okay.
They sent it off.
It's, after talking to your catcher Michael Easter a couple weeks back, he said, yeah, every time Chris touches his midsection, even if it's innocent, he said, I have a small heart attack back there.
It's much better. I don't have any pain there, so it's definitely, it came a long way.
Oh
first
goodness,
week back
it's
was a little rough.
Well, I'm just amazed that you're playing, and I think it speaks a lot to you know, how seriously you take, you know, the opportunity you have to play out here, and just how much it all means to you.
Yeah, a lot of people, I feel like they depend on me, and that's my thing. I don't want to let anybody down, so I was trying to pitch with bloody fingers and appendix out, and it's just what I do whatever I can.
Well, you got it done swinging the bat today as well. Let's talk about that double in the 5th off of Josh Engler. Looked like you got all of it, and it might have gotten out of a smaller ballpark.
Yeah, I just turned on a first pitch fastball, and because for some reason I'm still learning how to hit curveballs and sliders and off speeds. So fastballs I can do okay with, but yeah. So that one I turned out, and it went pretty good.
Harry, a couple of RBIs for you today, but you know, let's talk about the larger significance of this thing. 2nd year with the Mets. It's now the 2nd time you will be playing for the Howard Bell Trophy with that club, and it's the 2nd time you guys have come through the eliminators. So you know, what is different about this Mets team compared to 2022?
This team, I think that we've done a better job this playoff season about everyone finding a way to win. We're finding ways to win. We are, you know, we've had a few bad weeks earlier in the year where just things weren't going our way, or we would have a bad inning. And this year, the team really just comes together, and I think anyone in the lineup knows they can get it done. And so it's a really good, you know, teamwork in the dugout. And I think everyone, like I said, just has the confidence that we're going to get it done at the plate.
Are you doing anything differently to prepare for each game? Because we've now seen 3 games in a row where there's a clutch hit by Harrison Waters somewhere in the mix.
No, you know, honestly, it's just like every at bat, you know that, like, I think a lot of guys take it too personal when they get an out or when they're not performing well in the game, because you know that's just baseball, and so you know that there's always going to be that opportunity. It doesn't matter. I was 0 for going into that at bat, and then you know, like I said, you just have to give yourself a chance to win. And so no, I think it's just a positive mindset is really all that you need to you know, perform in this game.
Well, and I know you're no stranger to success in the postseason, but you don't seem like the type who has rested on his laurels or even felt satisfied, even though your name's on the bell a couple of times already.
No, it's I've told so many guys that haven't experienced it, it doesn't matter if it's high school, college, pro ball, anything like that. There is still such an awesome feeling stepping out there, winning it, throwing your glove, and getting with a group of guys you've spent the last few months together with to win it all. And so the champagne burst and the burn in the eyes is worth every bit of it.
And Chris, I know it's been a little bit longer for you, 2. So next week you're going to get either the Locos or the Mavericks. But what would it mean to you to be able to go all the way?
It'd be the second time. I was lucky enough a few years ago. I mean, I'm always about to win. I love winning. I hate losing. I hate losing more than I like winning. But yeah, I'd love to do it with this group. This group is awesome, and you know, Harry's #1 cheerleader in the dugout for sure. if it sounds like somebody killed our cat, he fixes us up real good.
I prefer hype man, but cheerleader works. Yeah.
Oh, hey, you know, whatever gets it done, and this is a big extra inning win for you guys today. Harry, I'll end it with this for you. Once heard you paraphrase a wise old coach by the name of Frank Waters. He said, you know, when you get out into the working world and you have a day job, you don't have a lot of chances to be a hero anymore. You know, what does it mean for you to just have one more chance to be a hero?
Honestly, it's that right there. It is the feeling that you get when you get to be a hero and you go into work Monday and they don't even understand what you've done over the weekend. Having family here, you know, nieces, my kids coming out and experiencing it or watching the live stream, it means everything. And so, you know, for them to see their dad that can still get out there and play, that's worth every bit of it.
Well, no matter what happens in this one between the Locos and the Mavericks, it'll be a familiar foe for you all next Sunday at 5:15 p.m. So we'll let you guys get scouting or get rested or whatever it is you do to prepare.
Grab some ice.
Sounds good. Chris
Thanks for all you
Matlock,
do.
Harrison Waters from the Springfield Metropolitans. They win today 5-4 in 10 innings, and it was Harrison Waters driving in the game-winning run, an RBI single plated Skylar Carter in the 10th. And the Metropolitans hang on 5-4. I'll mention again a 4-inning shutout performance by Clay Murphy. No hits, 1 walk. He struck out 9 batters. And Clay Murphy certainly making a strong case for himself to win a 3rd Most Valuable Player award in just 4 seasons of Grip and Rip baseball. So one finalist is set. It'll be the Springfield Metropolitans taking on either the Republic Locos or the Moon City Mavericks. That game is coming up next on the channel at 3 o'clock. We will shut down this stream and start a new one for that baseball game, so a little bit of a housekeeping procedure for you diehards who are planning to watch both of the semifinals today. And if you're here for Locos Mavs, just stay tuned. We will be right back with that game right here on the Grip and Rip Baseball League's YouTube channel. Our executive producer is Tony Lewis. Today's director is Derek Saiko. And my name is Rance Berger. For all of us here at the Grip and Rip Baseball League and for our sponsors at Central Bank of the Ozarks, thank you for enjoying GRBL baseball. Thank you so much for having us into your homes, into your vehicles, or wherever it is you're enjoying the game from today. It's going to do it for us. We wish you a pleasant good afternoon from Ozark, Missouri.